Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Good, for those of you who are here in North America, a very celebratory Good Friday. Canada just had Canada Day, and the United States, we're gonna be celebrating the 4th of July. And on top of that, there's World Cup shenanigans. So yeah, all around, it's a very, very festive weekend, early weekend for us all. Gang, how are you doing?
Great! Festival.
I hope that now that we're under what's this, light and shaft rule, that you're all keeping nice and cool as best as you can. Especially, I'm looking at the East Coast and Europe. How are you all holding up? Hopefully you're doing a little...
There is no East Coast in Europe here in the chat.
Is there no East Yeah, you're in the East Coast though, right?
Yes, I'm East Coast.
There.
Sorry, I was busy typing.
Yeah, no problem. He's
You
the
said
East Coast. So I said East
You
Coast
said the East Coast
and
of Europe.
East Coast and Europe, or Europe. East Coast and or
Oh,
Europe.
I heard of. That's not.
I'm gonna say the East Coast of Europe, I believe, is called the Far East. So, or the border with Russia. It's unclear.
Is it the Black Sea?
There is no, actually, you know what? I am the East Coast. I just realized.
Man, the East Coast of Europe.
Yeah, I feel like if there is an East Coast of Europe, you're it.
I was thinking of West. I was thinking of France and Spain.
What?
My geography has failed me. I was thinking of West.
You have no excuse to pull up the geography situation, because like us Americans, we can kinda like have some vague idea of Europe. Come on, girl.
I got confused, especially I don't know.
It's the heat. It's the heat. Just say it's the
No,
heat.
you have no excuse. Today actually was a moderate day to compare to all the other days. It rained all night, so it's finally breathable. The air, we have air. Announcement: we have air here.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, and just in time for the festival with bands of dancers and singers from like all countries, like as many as they can. So when I got there, it was exactly the US presenting. So I was like, ooh, and it was like celebratory with the 4th of July and all that. So, and I witnessed a lot of dancing. A lot of women were thrown around. Very, my boyfriend was like, what? Isn't that dangerous? Like they were doing the, those southern dances that cowboys do, and which the kind of they throw the woman over the shoulder, and just spin her around.
Oh, okay.
They weren't flying, but they were upside down at some point.
I was gonna say, like, did they send cheerleaders over there? I mean, cheerleaders seem to also be like a respected American institution in sports. So
no, it was cowboys.
Imagine cheerleaders in boots. Now that I mentioned the Cowboys cheerleader girls, they could use boots, right? I don't know. Okay.
That one, like 1950s style, like dresses and suits for men, and they were dancing as if they're in like an Elvis Presley music video. Like it was so fun. They look so cute.
That's nice. So I'm glad you're having fun. Oh my gosh. So good. What about you guys? Teal, yay. How's it going? How are you gonna celebrate are you gonna even like do anything this weekend for 4th?
Unfortunately. My town does fireworks today. And then there are further celebrations on the 4th, so.
How about you, Yay?
Mine is going to be pretty small. My mom is currently recovering from a minor surgery, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope
not much family stuff. No grilling.
Oh, okay. Well, there's more than one different way to celebrate 4th of July. And I hope that your mom recovers safely and quickly. Surgeries are never fun.
Yep. She's already been discharged, so it's all good.
Yay. Okay.
Yeah, wish her much health.
Yeah. I remember when my mom had surgery in her leg, I was panicking and stuff, but she recovered pretty quickly. So we should we tend to worry about our moms, but we tend to underestimate them. They're strong ladies, man. Moms are strong and we love them. Yeah. So this weekend, oh shoot, I told you guys I'd be talking and setting up at the same time, and I'm doing no setting up. Oh my gosh. And now it's my turn to talk. I don't want to talk right now, you guys. I really want to focus on setting up. So let's see.
Well, if you'd like, I can read what happened last time.
You know what? That is.
It'll take me a while. This is a long.
Yeah, it is a rather long one. So how about we just let Ye take it away. Ye, what happened the last time we read in the Count of Monte Cristo?
Alrighty. Last time on the Count of Monte Cristo, sensing there was something amiss about the flamboyant Italian noble, Gerard de Villefort set about investigating who the Count is, where he came from, what he's done, where his wealth comes from, and of course, why he was interested in the estate where he'd planned to bury his son by Madame Danglars. Donning a disguise, he made contact with two people known to be in the Count's circle of acquaintances, the Abbé Busoni, who seemed to favor the Count, and has apparently known him since he was a child, and Lord Wilmore, the eccentric English noble who counted himself as the Count's most fearsome rival. From the Abbé, Villefort learned that the Count was Zarcone, the son of a shipbuilder who traveled the East, returned with connections and riches galore, bought a barren island so he could purchase his own noble title in Italy, and now has devoted himself to helping others in a faith similar to that of a Quaker. The house in question has no doubt been purchased to create a sanatorium for the poor and downtrodden. From Lord Wilmore, Villefort learned that the Count was a man named Zarcone, but that his minimal wealth came from speculation and some scientific innovation. That the man was a scoundrel he'd first met and captured in British India, and that he'd made a habit of seducing the wives of other men, and was an excellent swordsman and pistol duelist. The house in question had no doubt been purchased in speculation of either railway development or in the hopes of striking mineral wealth on its grounds. From neither did Villefort learn that both were the Count of Monte Cristo in disguise. One can only imagine the schemes brewing today in the mind of the Count of Monte Cristo.
Awesome. Thank you. That was a very good summary, honestly. So thank you, Yay, for that.
Yay!
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yay. So you guys, are we ready then to get started with the Count of Monte Cristo?
Yes.
Yes, good,
Certainly.
good. Awesome. So yeah, today reading, we have quite a lot of roles for today, but that's okay because we're now pros, we can take on multiple roles. So behold, chapter 70, the ball will be read by the following people. Gerard de Villefort will be read by Ye 82. Madame de Danglars will be read by Yuki Hime. Albert de Morcerf will be read by Ye 82. Madame de Villefort will be read by Yuki Hime. The Count of Monte Cristo and all of his other aliases will be read by Teal. Baron Danglars will be read by Ye 82. Mercedes de Morcerf will be read by Teal. And the old general one-liner will be read by Magpie. Narrating will be, of course, Magpie. And today, the highlighter MVP is Yuki Hime. Yuki Hime, thank you so much for your efforts. And by the way, to all of you other beautiful bookworms out there who have in the past done highlighting, we are recruiting help. We're almost at the limit of what highlighting we have. We still have another 60 or so chapters to go of this book, so please contact. I don't know. Teal is the owner of the document, I believe. So contact Teal and say like, "Hey, I wanna do a chapter." That way we don't have to pause the readings. Yes.
We will not pause. I will get to it.
All right. Okay, you guys. I'm seeing my water bottle across the room. Please let me go and get it. I'll be in a second. Hold on a sec.
I have to get to it. I promise I will.
Yes, we're not.
All right, I have my water bottle now. I filled it and then I left it like all the way over there. I'm like, oh, I need a sip right now. All right, thus hydrated and thus full of enthusiasm, we shall start our read along. Let's do this, people. Chapter 70. The Ball. It was in the warmest days of July, when in due course of time, the Saturday arrived upon which the ball was to take place at Monsieur de Morcerf's. It was 10 o'clock at night. The branches of the great trees in the garden of the Count's house stood out boldly against the azure canopy of heaven, which was studded with golden stars, but where the last fleeting clouds of a vanishing storm yet lingered. From the apartments of the ground floor it might be heard the sound of music with the whirl of the waltz and gallop, while brilliant streams of light shone through the openings of the Venetian blinds. At this moment the garden was only occupied by about 10 servants, who had just received orders from their mistress to prepare the supper, the serenity of the weather continuing to increase. Until now it had been decided that whether the supper should take place in the dining room or under a long tent erected on the lawn, but the beautiful blue sky, studded with stars, had settled the question in favor of the lawn. The gardens were illuminated with colored lanterns, according to the Italian custom, and, as is usual in countries where the luxuries of the table, the rarest of all luxuries in their complete form, are well understood, the supper table was loaded with wax lights and flowers. At the time the Countess of Morcerf returned to the rooms, after giving her orders, many guests were arriving, more attracted by the charming hospitality of the Countess than by the distinguished position of the Count. For, owing to the good taste of Mercedes, one was sure of finding some devices at her entertainment worthy of describing or even copying in case of need. Madame Danglars, in whom the events we have related had caused a deep anxiety, had hesitated about going to Madame de Morcerf's, when during the morning her carriage happened to meet that of Villefort. The latter made a sign, and when the carriages had drawn closer together, said, and the two carriages passed on toward their different destinations. Madame Danglars therefore came, not only beautiful in person, but radiant with splendor. She entered by one door at the time when Mercedes appeared at the door. The Countess took Albert to meet Madame Danglars. He approached, paid her some well-merited compliments on her toilette, and offered his arm to conduct her to a seat. Albert looked around him. Said the Baroness, smiling,
And have you replied to everyone as you have to me?
Ah, to be sure. I have not answered you. Be satisfied. We shall have this lion. We are among the privileged ones.
Were you at the opera yesterday?
No.
He was there.
Indeed. And did the eccentric person commit any new originality?
Can he be seen without doing so? Elsler was dancing in La Diable Boteau. The Greek princess was in ecstasies. After the cachucha, he placed a magnificent ring on the stem of a bouquet and threw it to the charming danseuse who, in the third act, to do honor to the gift, reappeared with it on her finger. And the Greek princess, will she be here?
No, you will be deprived of that pleasure. Her position in the Count's establishment is not sufficiently understood.
Wait, leave me here and go speak to Madame de Villefort, who is trying to attract your attention.
Albert bowed to Madame Danglars and advanced toward Madame de Villefort, whose lips opened as he approached.
I wager anything that I know what you were about to say.
Well, what is it?
If I guess rightly, will you confess it?
Yes,
On your honor?
on my honor.
You were going to ask me if the Count of Monte Cristo had arrived or was expected.
Not at all. It is not of him that I am now thinking. I was going to ask you if you had received any news of Monsieur Franz.
Yes, yesterday.
What did he tell you?
That he was leaving at the same time as his letter.
Well, now then, Count?
The Count will come. Of that you may be satisfied.
You know that he has another name besides Monte Cristo.
No, I did not know it.
Monte Cristo is the name of an island, and he has a family name.
I never heard it.
Well then, I am better informed than you. His name is Zaccone.
It is possible.
He is Maltese,
That is also possible.
the son of a ship owner.
Really? You should relate all this aloud. You would have the greatest success.
He served in India, discovered a mine in Thessaly, and comes to Paris to establish a mineral water cure at Auteuil.
Well, I'm sure this is indeed news. Am I allowed to repeat any of it?
Yes, but cautiously. Tell one thing at a time, and do not say I told you,
Why so?
because it is a secret just discovered.
By whom?
Police.
Then the news originated?
The prefect's last night. Harry, you can understand, is astonished at the sight of such unusual splendor, and the police have made inquiries.
Well, well, nothing more is wanting than to arrest the Count as a vagabond on the pretext of his being too rich.
Indeed, that doubtless would have happened if his credentials had not been so favorable.
Oh, poor Count. And is he aware of the danger he has been in?
I think not.
Then it will be but charitable to inform him. When he arrives, I will not fail to do so.
Just then, a handsome young man with bright eyes, black hair, and glossy moustache respectfully bowed to Madame de Villefort. Albert extended his hand.
Madame, allow me to present you Monsieur Maximilian Morel, captain of the Spice, one of our best and, above all, our bravest officers.
I have already had the pleasure of meeting this gentleman at Auteuil, at the house of the Monte Cristo.
Replied Madame de Villefort, turning away with marked coldness of manner. This answer, and especially the tone in which it was uttered, chilled the heart of poor Morel. For the recompense was in store for him. Turning around, he saw, near the door, a beautiful fair face whose large blue eyes were, without any marked expression, fixed upon him, while the bouquet of myosotis was gently raised to her lips. The salutation was so well understood that Morel, with the same expression in his eyes, placed his handkerchief to his mouth, and these two living statues, whose hearts beat so violently under their marble aspect, separated from each other by the whole length of the room, forgot themselves for a moment, or rather, forgot the world in their mutual contemplation. They might have remained much longer lost in one another without anyone noticing their abstraction. The Count of Monte Cristo had just entered. We have already said that there was something in the Count which attracted universal attention wherever he appeared. It was not the coat, unexceptional in its cut, though simple and unornamented. It was not the plain white waistcoat. It was not the trousers that displayed the foot so perfectly formed. It was none of these things that attracted the attention. It was his pale complexion, his waving black hair, his calm and serene expression, his dark and melancholy eye, his mouth, chiseled with such marvelous delicacy, which so easily expressed such high disdain. These were what fixed the attention of all upon him. Many men might have been handsomer, but certainly there could be none whose appearance was more significant, if the expression may be used. Everything about the Count seemed to have its meaning, for the constant habit of thought which he had acquired had given an ease and vigor to the expression of his face, and even to the most trifling gesture, scarcely to be understood. Yet the Parisian world is so strange that even all this might not have won the attention had there not been connected with it a mysterious story gilded by an immense fortune. Meanwhile, he advanced through the assemblage of guests under a battery of curious glances towards Madame de Morcerf, who, standing before a mantelpiece ornamented with flowers, had seen his entrance in a looking-glass placed opposite the door, and was prepared to receive him. She turned towards him with a serene smile, just at the moment he was bowing to her. No doubt she fancied the Count would speak to her, while on his side the Count thought she was about to address him. But both remained silent, and after a mere bow, Monte Cristo directed his steps to Albert, who received him cordially.
Have you seen my mother?
I have just had the pleasure, but I have not seen your father.
See, he is down there, talking politics with that little group of great geniuses.
Indeed. And so those gentlemen down there are men of great talent. I should not have guessed it. And for what kind of talent are they celebrated? You know there are different sorts.
That tall, harsh-looking man is very learned. He discovered in the neighborhood of Rome a kind of lizard with a vertebrae more than lizards usually have, and he immediately laid his discovery before the Institute. The thing was discussed for a long time, but finally decided in his favor. I can assure you that the vertebra made a great noise in the learned world, and the gentleman, who was only a knight of the Legion of Honor, was made an officer.
Come. This cross seems to me to be wisely awarded. I suppose, had he found another additional vertebra, they would have made him a commander.
Very likely.
And who can that person be who has taken it into his head to wrap himself up in a blue coat embroidered with green?
Oh, that coat is not his own idea. It is the Republic's, which deputed David to devise a uniform for the academians.
Indeed. So this gentleman is an academician.
Within the last week, he has been made one of the learned assembly.
And what is his especial talent?
His talent? I believe he thrusts pins through the heads of rabbits. He makes fowls eat matter and punches the spinal marrow out of dogs with whalebone.
And he is made a member of the Academy of Sciences for this?
No, of the French Academy.
But what has the French Academy to do with all this?
I was going to tell you, it seems.
That his experiments have very considerably advanced the cause of science, doubtless.
No, that his style of writing is very good.
This must be very flattering to the feelings of the rabbits into whose heads he has thrust pins, to the fowls whose bones he has dyed red, and to the dogs whose spinal marrow he has punched out.
Albert laughed.
And the other one?
That one?
Yes, the third.
The one in the dark blue coat.
Yes.
He is a colleague of the Count, and one of the most active opponents to the idea of providing the Chamber of Peers with a uniform. He was very successful upon that question. He stood badly with the liberal papers, but his noble opposition to the wishes of the court is now getting him into favor with the journalists. They talk of making him an ambassador.
And what are his claims to the peerage?
He has composed 2 or 3 comedic operas, written 4 or 5 articles in the Cecile, and voted 5 or 6 years on the ministerial side.
Bravo, Viscount. You are a delightful cicerone. And now will you do me a favor, will you not?
What is it?
Do not introduce me to any of these gentlemen, and should they wish it, you will warn me.
Just then the Count felt his arm pressed. He turned around. It was Danglars.
Ah, is it you, Baron? Yes. Why do you call me Baron? You know that I care nothing for my title. I am not like you, Viscount. You like your title, do you not? Certainly. Seeing that without my title I should be nothing, while you, sacrificing the Baron, would still remain a millionaire. Which seems to me the finest title under the royalty of July.
Unfortunately, one's title to a millionaire does not last for life, like that of Baron, peer of France, or academician. For example, the millionaires Frank and Pullman of Frankfurt, who have just become bankrupts.
Indeed.
Said Danglars, becoming pale.
Yes. I received the news this evening by a courier. I had about 1 million in their hands, but, warned in time, I withdrew it a month ago.
Ah, mon Dieu. They have drawn on me for 200,000 francs.
Well, you can throw out the draft. Their signature is worth 5%.
Yes, but it is too late. I have honored their bills.
Then, here are 200,000 francs gone after.
Hush, do not mention these things.
Said Danglars. Then approaching Monte Cristo, he added,
Especially before Monsieur Cavalcanti.
after which he smiled and turned toward the young man in question. Albert had left the Count to speak to his mother, Danglars to converse with young Cavalcanti. Monte Cristo was for an instant alone. Meanwhile, the heat became excessive. The footmen were hastening through the rooms with waiters loaded with ices. Monte Cristo wiped the perspiration from his forehead, but drew back when the waiter was presented to him. He took no refreshment. Madame de Morcerf did not lose sight of Monte Cristo. She saw that he took nothing, and even noticed his gesture of refusal.
Albert, did you notice that?
What, mother?
That the Count has never been willing to partake of food under the roof of Monsieur de Morcerf.
Yes, but then he breakfasted with me. Indeed, he made his first appearance in the world on that occasion.
But your house is not Monsieur de Morcerf's, and since he has been here, I have watched him.
Well,
Well, he has taken nothing yet.
the Count is very temperate.
Mercedes smiled sadly.
Approach him, and when the next waiter passes, insist upon his taking something.
But why, mother?
Just to please me, Albert.
Albert kissed his mother's hand and drew near the Count. Another salver passed, loaded like the preceding ones. She saw Albert attempt to persuade the Count, but he obstinately refused. Albert rejoined his mother. She was very pale.
Well, you see he refuses.
Yes, but why need this annoy you?
You know, Albert, women are singular creatures. I should like to have seen the Count take something in my house, if only an ice. Perhaps he cannot reconcile himself to the French style of living, and might prefer something else.
Oh no, I have seen him eat everything in Italy. No doubt he does not feel inclined this evening.
And besides, accustomed as he is to burning climates, possibly he does not feel the heat as we do.
I do not think that, for he has complained feeling almost suffocated and asked why the Venetian blinds were not opened as well as the windows.
In a word, it was a way of assuring me that his abstinence was intended.
Mercedes left the room. A minute afterwards, the blinds were thrown open, and through the jessamine and clematis that overhung the window, one could see the garden ornamented with lanterns, and the supper laid under the tent. Dancers, players, talkers all uttered an exclamation of joy. Everyone inhaled with delight the breeze that floated in. At the same time, Mercedes reappeared, paler than before, but with that imperturbable expression of countenance which she sometimes wore. She went straight to the group of which her husband formed the center.
Do not detain those gentlemen here, Count. They would prefer, I should think, to breathe in the garden rather than suffocate here, since they are not playing.
Oh, that's me. Ah, said a gallant old general, who in 1809 had sung Partant pour la Syrie. We will not go alone to the garden.
Then I will lead the way.
Turning towards Monte Cristo, she added,
Count, will you oblige me with your arm?
The Count almost staggered at these simple words. Then he fixed his eyes on Mercedes. It was only a momentary glance, but it seemed to the Countess to have lasted for a century. So much was expressed in that one look. He offered his arm to the Countess. She took it, or rather just touched it with her little hand, and then they together descended the steps lined with rhododendrons and camellias. Behind them, by another outlet, a group of about 20 persons rushed into the garden with loud exclamations of delight. End of chapter. I want to know more.
Next chapter is just 7 pages.
Can we do it, peoples?
Sure.
Okay.
Are you okay with it?
It's fine. I mean, the highlighting has to get done either way. So.
Oh, shoot. Okay, how's this? I will do a chapter highlighting. How's that? To make up for this.
Okay.
Okay, I will
Sure.
we'll do one. Okay.
No, I have to also make that promise. I promise I will. But we did 16 pages to now, and next chapter is a short one, so that's why I think go together, especially since it's just three characters. It's just Mercedes, the Count, and Albert. The
Okay.
combination.
Sweet.
Do you want to take
Oops.
Mercedes then, Yuki? Since
Yeah,
you-
yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on a second. I lost my place. By the way, I see in the chat, Crusher is crushing it in the freeway. Crusher, be safe out there. He's on the 405. Oh my goodness. Well, it's a holiday and it's Friday and the traffic isn't bad. So, are you here in SoCal? I hope you have a fun time. All right. But yeah, hop on into voice if you just want to hang out and talk to us. We'd love to
Oh,
have
I
you.
heard it's Anime Expo right now.
Oh yeah, LA Anime Expo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Only I've heard of this mythological.
I believe there's another Ascendance of a Bookworm panel tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Oh, that'd be so cool. Well, J Noble Club did like their entire they just put like a huge bookworm display on their booth. So I was like, whoa. But I'm still not going to be able to go because I have so much going on this weekend. So if you
Yeah.
are in the area, enjoy it. I am in the area and I'm not going to be able to go. All right, lovelies. So chapter 71, Bread and Salt. Short chapter, and I think we're going to have reading same folk, but I think Yukihime, you're taking Mercedes, right?
Mercedes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
All right, let's continue on. Bread and Salt, chapter 71. Madame de Morcerf entered an archway of trees with her companion. It led through a grove of lindens to a conservatory.
It was too warm in the room, was it not, Count?
Yes, madame. And it was an excellent idea of yours to open the doors and the blinds.
As he ceased speaking, the Count felt the hand of Mercedes tremble.
But you, with that light dress, and without anything to cover you but that gauze scarf, perhaps you feel cold.
You know where I am leading you.
Said the Countess without replying to the question.
No, madame. But you see I make no resistance.
We are going to the greenhouse that you see at the other end of the grove.
The Count looked at Mercedes as if to interrogate her, but she continued to walk on in silence, and he refrained from speaking. They reached the building, ornamented with magnificent fruits, which ripen at the beginning of July in the artificial temperature which takes the place of the sun, so frequently absent in our climate. The Countess left the arm of Monte Cristo and gathered a bunch of muscatel grapes.
The Count?
She said, with a smile so sad in its expression that one could almost detect the tears on her eyelids.
See, our French grapes are not to be compared, I know, with yours of Sicily and Cyprus, but you will make allowance for our northern sun.
The Count bowed, but stepped back.
Do you refuse?
Said Mercedes in a tremulous voice.
Pray excuse me, madame, but I never eat muscatel grapes.
Mercedes let them fall and sighed. A magnificent peach was hanging against an adjoining wall, ripened by the same artificial heat. Mercedes drew near and plucked the fruit.
Take this peach then.
She said. The Count again refused.
What? Again?
She exclaimed in so plaintive an accent that it seemed to stifle a sob.
Really, you pain me.
A long silence followed. The peach, like the grapes, fell to the ground.
Count,
Said Mercedes in a supplicating glance.
there is a beautiful Arabian custom which makes eternal friends of those who have together eaten bread and salt under the same roof.
I know it, madame, but we are in France, and not in Arabia, And in France, eternal friendships are as rare as the custom of dividing bread and salt with one another.
Said the Countess breathlessly, with her eyes fixed on Monte Cristo, whose arm she convulsively pressed with both hands.
We are friends, are we not?
The Count became pale as death. The blood rushed to his heart, and then again rising, dyed his cheeks with crimson. His eyes swam like those of a man suddenly dazzled.
Certainly, we are friends. Why should we not be?
The answer was so little like the one Mercedes desired that she turned away to give vent to a sigh, which sounded more like a groan.
Thank you.
They walked on again. They went the whole length of the garden without uttering a word.
Sir,
Suddenly exclaimed the Countess, after the walk had continued 10 minutes in silence.
is it true that you have seen so much, traveled so far, and suffered so deeply?
I have suffered deeply, madame.
But now you are happy?
Doubtless, since no one hears me complain.
Your present happiness, has it softened your heart?
My present happiness equals my past misery.
Are you not married?
I married?
Exclaimed Monte Cristo, shuddering.
Who could have told you so?
No one told me you were, but you have frequently been seen at the opera with a young and lovely woman.
She is a slave whom I bought at Constantinople, madame, the daughter of a prince. I have adopted her as my daughter, having no one else to love in the world.
You live alone, then?
I do.
You have no sister, no son, no father?
I have no one.
How can you exist thus without anyone to attach you to life?
It is not my fault, madame. At Malta, I loved a young girl, was on the point of marrying her, when war came and carried me away. I thought she loved me well enough to wait for me, and even to remain faithful to my memory. When I returned, she was married. This is the history of most men who have passed 20 years of age. Perhaps my heart was weaker than the hearts of most men, and I suffered more than they would have done in my place. That is all.
The Countess stopped for a moment, as if gasping for breath.
Yes, and you have still preserved this love in your heart. One can only love once. And did you ever see her again?
Never.
Never!
I never returned to the country where she lived.
To Malta?
Yes, Malta.
She is then now at Malta?
I think so.
And have you forgiven her for all she has made you suffer?
Her, yes.
But only her. You then still hate those who separated you?
I hate them? Not at all. Why should I?
The Countess placed herself before Monte Cristo, still holding in her hand a portion of the perfumed grapes.
Take some.
Madame, I never eat muscatel grapes.
Replied Monte Cristo, as if the subject had not been mentioned before. The Countess dashed the grapes into the nearest thicket with a gesture of despair.
Inflexible man!
She murmured. Monte Cristo remained as unmoved as if the reproach had not been addressed to him. Albert, at this moment, ran in.
Oh, mother! Such a misfortune has happened!
What has happened?
Asked the Countess, as though awakening from a sleep to the realities of life.
Did you say misfortune? I should expect misfortunes.
Monsieur de Villefort is here.
Well,
He comes to fetch his wife and daughter.
Why so?
Because Madame de Saint-Méran has just arrived in Paris, bringing the news of Monsieur de Saint-Méran, uh, bringing news of Monsieur de Saint-Méran's death, which took place on the first stage after he left Marseille. Madame de Villefort, who was in very good spirits, would neither believe nor think of the misfortune, but Mademoiselle Valentine, at the first words, guessed the whole truth, notwithstanding all the precautions of her father, and the blow struck her like a thunderbolt, and she fell senseless.
And how was Monsieur de Saint-Méran's death related to Mademoiselle de Villefort?
He was her grandfather on her mother's side. He was coming here to hasten her marriage with Franz.
Ah, indeed.
So Franz must wait. Why was not Monsieur de Saint-Méran also grandfather to Mademoiselle de Glace?
Albert,
said Madame de Morcerf in a tone of mild reproof.
what are you saying? Ah, Count, he esteems you so highly. Tell him that he has spoken amiss.
And she took 2 or 3 steps forward. Monte Cristo watched her with an air so thoughtful and so full of affectionate admiration that she turned back and grasped his hand. At the same time, she seized that of her son and joined them together.
We are friends, are we not?
Oh, madame, I do not presume to call myself your friend, but at all times I am your most respectful servant.
The Countess left with an indescribable pang in her heart, and before she had taken 10 steps, the Count saw her raise her handkerchief to her eyes.
Do not my mother and you agree?
Asked Albert, astonished.
On the contrary, did you not hear her declare that we were friends?
They re-entered the drawing-room, which Valentine and Madame de Villefort had just quitted. It is perhaps needless to add that Morel departed almost at the same time. End of chapter.
I am so glad I stumbled on this role of Mercedes when she finally has like some like finally getting to talk with the count and being like, what are you doing? Like, what are we doing with our lives here, right here? Like, she's just.
Yes.
I really love it, how you delivered it with the like straight face and like full. Like I feel like she was really breaking down and being very out of character with a lot of emotions right now, and the Count was just like stonewall, like yeah, sure, yeah, I'm hurt, like yeah, I'm happy.
I could hear the subtext in that conversation.
Right.
It was so fun.
Yes.
Exactly.
Layers upon layers of subtext. And here we just have to wonder, like, how much can Mercedes tell that is just the man that she used to love, or that she probably still loves? I think that she is like more than 50% sure that it's him. Definitely more. Just golly, this whole conversation was sad, but also like, what else do you expect, woman?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think she's smart and actually, like, she understands exactly who he is and what he's doing, and she just feels guilty, and so she's like, I guess you're parading around as this Monte Cristo, okay? Like, if that's my punishment, okay. Like, I feel like she knows everything and is just like in her own personal hell right now. That she thinks.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, you know.
Since everyone universally speaks the language of SpongeBob SquarePants, it's like when Manta Ray is showing Patrick the wallet. This is your wallet. It has your ID in it. It's your wallet. No, that's not my wallet.
Oh my god.
She knows it's the
timeless.
Count, and she wants him to admit it. He's like, no.
Nope. Exactly.
Nope, she's in Malta. That woman, yeah, she's in Malta.
And I've never
She
seen her
goes,
again.
she's in Malta. You wouldn't know her.
Oh, I love the part where
she goes to another school.
I love the
Yeah.
part where she's like, have you forgiven her for all that she has made you suffer? And then he's like, her? Yes.
She's like, oh, I see.
Yes. Yep.
Oh man. But only her. Do you then still hate those who separated you? Oh, Monte Cristo. Look at what he said. I hate them. Not at all. Why should I? I don't recall that one. Oh. Hmm. Ah, man, that Patrick Star certainly had some memorable lines. Memorable stupidity, what can I say? All right. So we have this whole significance of her. I don't know. Is there like symbolism about the grapes? He never eats the grapes, or her grapes, muscatel grapes. He never eats muscatel grapes, you guys. And he doesn't eat peaches either.
My guess is it's a hospitality thing.
Yeah, I also was thinking. I mean, they mentioned in the whole title of the last chapter with is bread and salt, and they mentioned it's a custom in Arabia, but it's also a custom here in.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yay? Mm-hmm. He will not eat or take any of their hospitality. He's there. He didn't even want to go there in the first place. So the fact that he's there, he's like, fine, I'll show up, but I will not eat your food. I will not drink your drink because I am going to squash all of you. So it wouldn't be proper.
And we have Albert being like, oh, he eats a lot. He eats French food. I've seen him. I've taken breakfast with him like every morning for the last month.
Nope.
Mother, what's your problem?
That suddenly adds new context to his questions about is this your estate or your apartment when he met with Albert the first time.
Oh, I forgot that.
Dude was making sure. Can I eat here?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, he was asking a lot of questions about how he lived and his house and all his, things. So yeah, makes sense now. Man. All right. Anything else about this meeting? So we saw also. Oh my gosh. We saw that we got some news towards the end that Saint Méran, the grandfather, Marquis de Saint Méran, he is Valentine's grandfather. He just passed away, so that caused a hullabaloo. And because the house is obviously going to go into mourning, they're gonna have to postpone the wedding. Which actually I was like, yes, good for you, Morel. So that's what Teal was saying. Ooh. I'm glad I didn't have to wait an entire week to see how the things, how our expectations were thwarted, at least for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else about these 2 chapters?
Is an interesting little anecdote that Danglars lost another 200,000 francs to a bad business deal. And I think it's a little bit implied that the Count ruined Frank and Pullman only to hurt Danglars a little bit more.
Yeah.
Man, can you imagine? I'm going to ruin 2 random guys' lives to cost Danglars 200,000 francs.
Oh my gosh. Man, talk about grudges, man. And they always say that
Really, Danglars.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I mean, he is there to do, vengeance. He's no longer like held back by niceties or morality. He is now here to execute justice as he sees fit. So he's not gonna be, he's not gonna be like held back by such, small concerns as other companies. And it's like, no, we're going to bring justice, and we're going to ruin the men that ruined me, no matter the cost. I don't know, man. I feel that this is all so detrimental to Edmund, honestly, you guys. Like, I just want him to be happy, not to be like staining his soul. Like, I feel like he is just miserable. For all the wealth he has, he's just a miserable man. He has nobody, really. He has no family, no friends. The Morels, they could be his friends, but he can't really open himself up to them. So I don't know if that really counts, if he's more a benefactor than a friend. Doesn't have special significant others. Even Ade, he just calls her as like he has adopted her as his daughter, but she's still like kind of like his slave. So it's really a miserable existence, and I wonder if it's even worth it. At this point, I would just be like, you know what? Like, I'll just finish ruining Danglars, and then like dual. What's his face? Fernand.
Lefort.
And what can I do? Morcerf. Yeah. So Fernand.
Yeah.
And then
a more sane man would have come to Paris, just to somehow manage to get away with through a duel or other way, just kill Fernand, marry Mercedes, and have Albert as his son, and that's it. Like a more sane man would have done this like in like a matter of days,
Yeah.
Nah, Edmund was too much of a Veronic hero. He's got to be all moody and melancholic about it.
Oh man, but he's only hurting himself. Well, we'll see. I guess we would have a much shorter book if he went about it the old-fashioned way.
What was it? As we saw in the Wishbone version, he went to Paris and somehow got his revenge. Don't worry about it.
It was so easy.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, never mind Villefort, never mind Danglars. Just deal with one dude and you're good. Oh man. But alas, well, actually no, good for us. We still have another year of reading.
Oh my god.
You guys are strapped in, because we are going to finish this book. And it's been one heck of a ride. All right. So, by the way, I was reading the comments here on YouTube. We have Crusher. He is in LA, so he's in my neck of the woods. A little bit north of my neck of the woods. He actually asked, should I drag Magpie to the event, you guys? And I said, no. Actually, I am.
You should.
I don't really want to go to conventions. I don't like crowds, you guys.
That's very valid.
I can only do like at most 2 hours of crowds, and then I just want to bounce. And going to LA is already an odyssey. if you drive. You have to drive up there,
Oh,
brave
this
the heat, find parking, pay for parking, then pay for your entrance, and then, oh gosh, no. All the
Yeah.
people.
Shoot an arrow through 7 axes. It's the worst.
Yeah, it is. What's up, Teal?
It's not like you can just show up either. You need tickets, and it is sold out.
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah. And you know what? I'm glad they sold out. I just hope that that somebody like fills us in on any bookworm news. Last year they were really good at really highlighting bookworm, but that was because the anime adaptation was coming up, so they really featured that in the panels and stuff. So we'll see what happens, or if there's any significant news. But as it is, I'm just happy that we get to have another core coming up on July 11th. So excited for that. I've been thinking, like, should I do like a special video in between the course just to do for this Monday, since we have nothing to do. So if you have any ideas or anything you guys want to see me do, I guess let me know.
I mean, we could do a review of like a spoilery version where you go, hey, here are the things that changed that we liked and didn't like.
We could, but you know what happens? I kind of felt bad. I don't know if you listened to yesterday's live, but I was like, you guys, I'm so tired of hearing about the cape situation. Like, never more do I want to hear this cape. We're gonna settle it right here and now. It doesn't matter. Like,
valid.
Like, at some point I was just like, so if people repeat some of the grabs that we already went through, like, we'll just go like the whole, we didn't even finish, you guys, we didn't even finish the whole episode because we got so sidetracked by tangents. And I will admit, I also like joined in enthusiastically, so it's just kind of hard to just do like a general like unscripted situation. So I was kind of thinking something a little bit more scripted, or at least more planned out. I could do like a thing, like a co-host with one of the Zent peoples. I could do that. We can have a kind of podcasty thingy situation. Here I have 2 Zents. If you guys want to like do a chat with me, it could just be like a one-on-one thing, and we can just talk, and then we can do the review. Yay, if you want, we can do that. I can do a one-on-one thing. I just can't wrangle 5 cats.
Embrace the chaos.
No, sit down right now.
We're here for the chaos.
Bad Yukihime, no.
Well, Patrick is not here, so someone's got to do a little bit of chaos. And also, someone's got to remind people to like and subscribe if you want to see what happens next in the Monte Cristo. And
right.
if you want to be here to join us in being part of the chaos, because we need more chaos around these parts. Like, no, I'm sorry, Magpie is wrangling us too good. So please join us on the main channel at the Chattering Magpie and come here on Discord.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Thank you, Yukihime, for that most excellent plug. I do have to say, I brought it up in the last live, and I guess it's kind of hard to like bring it up here because it's a different channel. But over on the Chattering Magpie, my main channel, I am running right now a fundraiser, and I'm putting the link on the chat. I'm running a fundraiser on most of my bookworm videos. Not all of the videos on my channel have the fundraiser thing, but I'm doing a fundraiser to help support the victims of the Venezuela earthquakes. I know people who have been affected by this terrible tragedy. So we're just gonna fundraise as much as we can over like this month, and I have pledged that whatever you guys or everybody's able to contribute, I will match it up to $250. So just putting it out there, if you want to help any any amount really is going to be appreciated. Every dollar will be so helpful. So yeah, there's more information over. Click on any of the videos. I guess I'll just link the latest video if you guys haven't checked it out. I explain it more there. Let me just copy and paste that here on the chat. So go check it out. And yeah. Anything else, you guys? We won't be having Bookworm, but we will be having on Friday a read along, like always. So that still continues. Yeah. All right, guys. That was a good read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
A perfect way to get our weekend started, or at least weekend vibes, because I know a lot of us still have to work. It's not the weekend for me. Fridays are one of the busiest days, but I love them. And I know some of you guys have to work too.
Yeah.
Are you?
If only we had cushy government gigs that are observing the 4th of July today.
Yeah, right. Or if we had some corporate jobs. Also, my sister, she's in corporate. She got the day off. So.
I got a corporate job that has the day off. Good. Sweet. I got to sit around and do nothing.
What a chore. Enjoy. Well, for those of us who are employed by ourselves, like me, I guess I'll call it a holiday, but not really, because I still have to do stuff. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fun though. Anyway, to those of you who are
You're gonna set off fireworks.
Oh gosh, no, I hate fireworks. But yeah, they're gonna set off fireworks. No! Well, because I don't like sound.
They're so fun.
I don't know. I'm the type that's not a fan. What about you guys? Are you guys fan of fireworks?
No.
No.
I have fond memories of fireworks, and it is funny to watch everyone's pets become traumatized once a year.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Pets and vets. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I did remember going as a kid to see the fireworks, but again, it's the crowds that I was like, is this even worth it to navigate the crowds of Disneyland to go see the fireworks? Or I don't know, or like the beach. Like along in my city, we have like this great big parade, and then there's fireworks at the beach and at the pier, so you can like set up. Like I remember, you can set up, you can do like a bonfire and have like roast some corn, s'mores, and other foods, and then while the fireworks are doing their thing. But man, it's nice, but man. Crowded, and then you have to fight for the fire pits, arrive at dawn to reserve one. No, too much.
I like crowds way too much.
You do? Wow, good for you.
Yeah, I don't know, like when it's like when it's a festive thing, like I really enjoy like the whole mass of sea of people, all of them celebrating with like their loved ones, but we're all in this together. I don't know, like it's like the collective society over here is very fun. I don't know, and like especially with like the so we have fireworks like going off the entire month of December. Like that's like on all the streets you can hear them. No, it's not legal. Oh well. You know, and so like when and also we don't have only one place. Like it's usually like one main place in the city that does them. Like it's because it's the mayor's office that organizes. I mean, not the mayor. The city organizes it out of taxes, and but there's also like hundreds of people throwing in the backyard like their own fireworks that can get pretty big. So like you basically have the whole night sky from all directions, fireworks.
Yeah,
at midnight. So like it's very fun. Both midnight and the 1st of December, our national day.
Yeah. So, and the whole month of December, it's all fireworks every day. And there are some fireworks that I don't really like. That are like, that's a nuclear bomb, I think. Like they have come up like 5 or 6 years ago, and they're just like, holy shit! Is that a building detonated or something?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, one of my neighbors, I don't know if they were hoarding fireworks or whatever, but we were sleeping so peacefully, and suddenly we heard this loud boom. And like even like the car alarms went like beep, beep, like car alarms went on.
Exactly, and the
like,
car alarms.
And I wake like I get up and I open the blinds and see outside in the courtyard, and like everybody's just like, it's just like 2 o'clock in the morning, you guys. And like my dad goes outside because of course he wants to figure out what's happening, what's the chisme, right? And so then he returns and he's like, yeah, it was one of the apartments in the downstairs, and they blew out their window. So I was like, what?
Oh God!
They had like fireworks. They had fireworks. It was one firework or a couple of fireworks. They just exploded or whatever. Luckily, there was no fire, but they did blow out their windows.
Was it inside? Did they do it in the kitchen?
I don't know. I don't think so, because the inside was not burned, but something must have happened because the yeah, it's
so it came from outside
backyard.
Into the.
I think it was in
understand.
the backyard. And because later on when I passed there, like in the morning, like they had put plastic over the windows.
Oh my God.
So I was like, yo. So yeah, people are crazy. So it's not that I don't like celebrations, but sometimes you can take it to an extreme, and like just like be careful, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
Like, okay.
Yeah, I get it. The worst I think I ever saw in person was someone setting up like small fireworks inside of the classroom. Like that was crazy.
Firecrackers, probably. So.
No, it was a little bit bigger. That's why I was.
Oh my gosh. So right now it's the World Cup, right? And I know in my blood there is chaos and revelry. I know it flows in my veins, but because it calls to me sometimes to like go do a little bit of chaos, right? I'm Mexican, what can I do? But man, my Mexican brothers and sisters, they're a wild bunch. So my dad's like, man, I want to go to Mexico City where all this stuff is happening. And I'm like, yeah, but like I wouldn't let him go because it's crazy. Like they had like almost 1 million people packed into like an avenue they call Reforma. It's like they just went there to celebrate, and I think 4 people. I was surprised. I thought more people would die of asphyxiation, but I mean 4 is already 4 too many. But like the crowds were so thick and the partying was just so wild. So I'm like that's like the other side of celebration. So just all that to say,
that's dangerous.
I'd rather be safe at home, cozy, and then just like from where I'm at, hope that people have a wonderful, safe, yummy time with their family and their friends. I'm not anti-party, just party responsibly, you know? Yeah.
Agree.
And I just say, Yukihime, you are like, I marvel at your extrovertedness.
I just sat in a whole like I went out of my way on this hot day to go outside of the house. I physically dragged my boyfriend against his will to a festival just to be crowded between people, to look at some people dancing and to eat a little bit of style food. So I ate some good churros this evening. So you know, it is what it is. Like that's what I do. I go out of my way to be surrounded by people a lot of times.
Can I ask, is your boyfriend an introvert?
I think so.
Okay.
Like
it kind of checks.
Wait,
basically, you pounced upon an introvert, and you made him love you.
Gente consider introvertit sau extrovertit? Yeah, he says he's an introvert.
Very valid.
I can see that, and I know that is a relationship that just works because somehow I don't know,
Yes.
I can't explain it, but an introvert being adopted by an extrovert, like that just works out. I've seen it work out so good, so good on you both.
Yeah, I have over the course of my life, I have adopted multiple introverts, and for plenty of friendships had worked out for many years.
I'm so glad for them and for you. All right, I guess you will be our the server extrovert because I know most of
Already
us
am.
were the introverts. So yeah, you'll be the. Well, you're not the only one. I hazard that Noemi, though Noemi says that she's also very much an introvert, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
Noemi is very much.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so we'll see. Anyway, you guys, it's nothing but smiles and fun times with you guys whenever we hang out. I just want to say thank you for joining me today. We have to end our live stream, but let the fun not end. Oh, wait, how do you say it? Don't let the fun end? No. Well, whatever. However you say
party
it.
never ends.
Yes, let not the... Whatever. Yes, what she said. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and festive and safe and good weekend. We will meet up again for the Count of Monte Cristo on Friday, and we'll see what we can do for on the other channel for this week that we have a break. Before we end, I just want to say thank you to the folks who read today. We read chapter 70 and 71 titled The Ball and also Bread and Salt. Today reading was Ye reading the roles of Gerard de Villefort, Albert de Morcerf, and Baron Danglars. Yukihime read Madame Danglars, Madame de Villefort, and also Mercedes de Morcerf. And Thiel read The Count of Monte Cristo as well as Mercedes de Morcerf on chapter 70. And I, Magpie, read The Old General. Highlighter MVP for these chapters was Yukihime. Thank you guys for joining us. We will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, gang.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye, gang.
And Crusher,
Au
be
revoir.
safe over and if you're still driving, be safe. See you next time, guys.